Hello guys, good morning, good noon, good afternoon and good evening because there are different times in different countries at this time. But today we are going to learn a very important topic, pivot table as a decision making tool. We would learn first step pivot table working, the data which is used in the pivot table, the results which the pivot table provides us, and how it is used for decision making. This is the strongest, the most relevant, the most beneficial tool as a decision maker, as a financial decision maker, as a business finance decision. Let's see, first of all, first step is to learn how to create pivot table. Then we will see how is it beneficial for us. Data which is already written by me so that we can save our precious time. Data is written, basically it is a data of some retail store which deals in many products, electronic products, other products. Products are given, date is given, products are given, chair, camera, table, board, marker, laptop, projector, camera, switch lights, etc. These are mixed type of chain store. It has almost all type of products, you can say, and it sells its products through online service orders, and manual orders also are fulfilled. And it has this store has created the whole country into some regions, east, west, south, etc. We can see here these are written very clearly. Then cities mentioned, it is divided into cities of the country, because the store is situated in almost every city, in every big city of the country. So they have put their data, recorded their data according to their cities. Uh, they may have objectives different. These are basically the salesmen, uh, Mr. Danan, Mr. Peter, Mr. Kashif, Mr. Jamil. There are numerous who are employed throughout the country, and they are working with as a salesman as their products they are doing. Units sold by each person also given here. Sales per unit, sale price of the unit, which at which price a specific unit is sold. Total sales, then cost, at which price that superstore itself purchased its products, then total cost, then profit per unit is given, is in the Excel form, and then total profit earned by a single sale representative. This data is in raw form. It is in meaningful form in some way, you can say, but for some specific purposes, for as a decision making, it is somewhat, we can say, we will use it as a raw data, and we will put into convert into a meaningful product. How we do it, it is a very interesting step we are going to take. The most beneficial, most interesting, most important function of the Excel we are going to use here, that is pivot table. Pivot table basically will give us our result in different fashion, different aspects on which we will make our decisions. How it works? First of all, we would first step is how to create a pivot table. In Excel, we have put our data according to our requirements already. It is written by the superstore, and we as expert are hired by the superstore, by the company, to analyze this in different forms. So first, on first cell I click on date, then I went to insert, and in insert on the leftmost side is pivot table, which I clicked. These are blinks. The whole data written on the sheet is circled by blinked by the this step. Here is on my right side is a window is open, which is asking me where to want to apply pivot table working. We can apply it on the same sheet, or we can use it on a different sheet number 2 and 3. but for our ease, for the sake of time saving, we will use it here. I try to apply it here. Let I first I would click here existing new worksheet, existing worksheet. I clicked on existing worksheet, then I came here, clicked here, and then I pressed OK. Now pivot table is applied here. This is pivot table. These are new things we are watching here. These are the headings of the columns we have already given. We have, if we can want to see here, let me show you. Date, product, region, city. Date, product, region, city in the sequence, in the same sequence but in a column form. Pivot table has provided this one information, and the same information we had in the column form but in a different fashion. And see, when I click on the place other than the pivot table I applied, it escapes the sheet which is shown on the right side. But when I click here in this specific area, this specific sheet comes out. This is basically the pivot table provides us the aspects and the benefits and the different dimensions of the product we can take from it. It has four you can see four parts. It is divided into four parts. First is filter, second is columns, third is rows, and fourth is sum values. These tools basically provide us the desired results we want. First of all, we should have data, which is in itself is some meaningful form, but for us it is in a raw form. Then second step is to create pivot table, then to understand how this pivot table works actually. Date, product, region, city, name, unit, sales, total sales, cost of sales, profit, etc. These are the uh, headings we are going to use are for our purpose. First, for example, first I want to see my sales persons in a combined form. I would click here on the name and drag it into the rows. It has taken it here on my left side. You can see all the names are here. In the raw data, you can see names are repeating, cities may be repeated, products may be repeated, names of the sales representatives may be repeated, but when I put it in the pivot table and applied the first step, it showed me all the names single time. You can see Abdullah, Adnan, Aslam, Bashir, Peter, Rahat, Umar, Usman. All the names are taken by once only, even if these are repeated again and again here in our rod form data, but it is the fashion, it is the beauty of the pivot table, it will provide us only once. Now next step, I am going to take the unit sales, units sold by each person. I would click on the units and will drag into the sum values. It brought here all the units sold by each person. Mr. Let me give you example. Mr. Peter has sold 96 units, 96 units of various products in various regions. But he has sold exactly, I don't know this time, but at next step we will learn what the Mr. Peter actually uh, sold. In this session, we will restrain ourselves to this stage only. In the next session, we will explain it in some details, where is actually we would apply it for our decision making. Thank you for watching. Take care.